Okay, and here's the last part. So we're doing another question of these ones. So it's the equation of a line was what they asked for originally. It's passing through 2 points. So we're using the formula that uses the 2 points. Copy down the formula and sub in x1, y1 and x2, y2 straight into the formula. The two net double negatives become pluses. Then work out the top and the bottom of this, and you've got minus 6 over 11. Then we're cross multiplying through here, but remembering to put your brackets around anything with more than one term first. Oh, I haven't finished this one off, so we'll have to finish that off. I've left it out. Okay, so we have 11 by y minus 2 equals minus 6 by x plus 10. Expand your brackets. Get all the things over to one side with a 0, but we want to actually make the x term positive, so I'm going to bring that over first. Keep the 11y and bring our numbers over here. And I'm running out of room, but you can see the answer is going to be 6x plus 11y plus 38 equals 0. Alright, next question. These is where they become harder, they're a bit more wordy, and there's a few difficulties in them. So we're still finding the equation of a line. We've been given a gradient, and we've been given an x-intercept. A lot of people misread this as a y-intercept, and they go straight into doing y equals mx plus c, and it's not a y-intercept, they said it's an x-intercept. So if we break this down a bit more, an x-intercept is when y equals 0. So you know the point's got a y-coordinate of 0. And they've told you that that's the x-intercept, so that's the x-coordinate. So if you put these two things together, the point they're actually giving you is 5, 0. So now we're going to use our gradient of minus 4, and the point we just discovered was 5, 0, and put them both into the gradient 1 point formula. When you get to here, you've got your final answer. That's correct in an exam, it will be marked correct. It's a bit hard because the textbooks will probably put answers in general form, so we will need to just transfer it over and make it equal to 0, just so you can see if you're right with the textbook answers. Over here, this question's more complicated again. So it says a line with a gradient of 2/3, that part's easy enough, passes through the midpoint of 5, 6 and 110, so there's a complication there. Generally, if you look at the end of what they've given you for the information and start there, it makes it easier to deal with. So we're starting with the bit that I've just underlined here, and we're going to find that midpoint. So we're going to use these ones. I haven't labelled them, but you can do that. x1, y1, x2, y2, and sub them into our midpoint formula. And we're going to get 5 plus 1 over 2, and 6 plus 10 over 2. When you work it out, your midpoint turns out to be 3, 8. That midpoint is actually on this line. This line is passing through 3, 8. We've just found the midpoint of 5, 6 and 110. So we can just say it's passing through 3, 8. So now you have your gradient, and you also have a point. And that's what we're going to work on now. So we use our gradient 1 point, go straight to our equation about our line formula, and put in that gradient and that 1 point we now have. And you continue through your working. Again, it's going to be correct when you get to there in an exam, but if you want to go through the working to get to the general form answer, that could likely be the textbook answer. Okay, so that's the end of today's work. I hope you've got all that written in your books, and I'll give you homework. It'll be on Compass. Thank you. Have a good day.